In the heart of Willow Creek, a quiet suburb known for its perfect lawns and pastel-colored homes, Olivia Parker had finally bought her dream house. It wasn't big or fancy, just a cozy single-story home with a small garden, white picket fence, and an old oak tree that shaded the porch perfectly. Olivia was an artist, bright, creative, and endlessly optimistic. After years of renting dull apartments, she wanted her home to feel like her, vibrant, alive, and full of color. So one summer afternoon, she picked up a paintbrush, mixed her favorite shades of blue, and began repainting her wooden fence. Not neon, not loud, just a soft, sky blue hue that matched the morning light. It looked beautiful. But not everyone thought so. The letter arrived 3 days later. Dear Ms. Parker, your fence color violates HOA Regulation 9.2. Only approved neutral tones, white, beige, or light gray, are permitted. Please repaint your fence to an approved color within 7 days to avoid fines. Olivia sighed and read it again. Neutral tones. Always the same rule. She glanced around the neighborhood, beige houses, white fences, gray shutters. Everything looked identical. Wasn't homeownership supposed to mean freedom? Still, she decided to try reason before rebellion. She emailed the HOA board, explaining her color choice. Hi. The fence color I used is soft blue. It's not bright or distracting. I feel it adds beauty to the street. Could you please reconsider? The reply came the next morning. The rules exist to preserve neighborhood harmony. Please comply. That was it. No conversation, no compromise. Just cold rules and a ticking clock. The HOA president, Mr. Kenton, came next. Tall, gray-suited, clipboard in hand, the kind of man who smiled like it hurt. Ms. Parker, he said, tapping the fence, you seem like a nice person, but this color isn't permitted. It's unconventional. Olivia raised an eyebrow. You mean it's not boring? He frowned. It's not in line with the community's aesthetic. Rules are rules. She crossed her arms. You know, sometimes color is harmony. He ignored her and wrote something on his clipboard. You have 5 days before daily fines begin. And with that, he walked away, leaving behind the smell of cheap cologne and arrogance. That night, Olivia stood on her porch, thinking. She could repaint the fence, sure. But then what? Live quietly under their thumb forever? No. She wasn't built that way. She believed in beauty, in expression, and in standing up for herself. And so, she made a decision. If they hated her blue fence so much, maybe they just needed to see what a little color could do. The next morning, she went to the hardware store. Not for beige paint. For more paint. Dozens of cans, coral, teal, sunflower yellow, soft lavender, forest green. When the cashier asked what she was painting, she smiled. The neighborhood, she said. She started small. She added soft floral stencils near the base of her fence. Painted her mailbox a sunny yellow with white stars. Her porch posts got pastel highlights that shimmered in daylight. Soon, passers-by started noticing. Kids waved. A neighbor named Maria stopped by with her coffee. Olivia, it's beautiful, she said. I wish I had the courage to do that. Olivia grinned. Then do it, I'll help you. And she did. That weekend, Maria's porch got a gentle pink trim. Then the Wilsons across the street painted their shutters seafoam green. By the following Friday, 6 houses had pops of color, all inspired by Olivia's defiance. Mr. Kenton was furious. He marched up to Olivia's house during one of the painting sessions. This has gone too far, he barked. You're creating chaos. These colors don't match. Olivia didn't stop painting, she just smiled. They don't have to match, they just have to belong. He pointed at her with his clipboard. You're organizing an unapproved neighborhood event. Expect additional fines. But it was too late. The next day, a local blogger passed by and snapped photos of the colorful street. The caption read, "One woman brings life back to a beige neighborhood. HOA threatens fines." It went viral overnight. By the weekend, reporters showed up. People wanted to see the painted street. Cars lined the road. Families walked through, taking pictures of the colorful fences and porches. Even city officials came by, curious about the story. The HOA, however, panicked. Their inbox overflowed with messages calling them creativity killers and anti-community. Mr. Kenton called an emergency meeting, but half the board members didn't even show up. They were too embarrassed. Meanwhile, Olivia kept painting. She organized what she called the Harmony Day, a weekend where anyone could come, pick a color, and repaint their house trim for free. Dozens of neighbors joined. Kids painted small murals on mailboxes. Retired couples laughed as they brushed color onto flower pots. By Sunday evening, Willow Creek had transformed. It wasn't loud or chaotic, it was alive. Each home looked unique, but still connected, like a patchwork quilt of individuality and unity. Then came the twist. On Monday morning, Mr. Kenton knocked again, but this time his tone was different. "Ms. Parker," he said, "the City Council reached out. They want to feature Willow Creek in their annual community magazine. They're calling it the Neighborhood of Color." Olivia raised an eyebrow. "Oh really? Does that mean my fence is acceptable now?" He cleared his throat awkwardly. "The board has voted to revise color regulations within reason." Olivia smiled, wiping a drop of blue paint off her hand. "Within reason sounds fine to me." A month later, Willow Creek was officially declared one of the most visually uplifting neighborhoods in the county. Tourists still stopped by to take photos. The local news dubbed Olivia the artist who beat the HOA with a paintbrush. Even Mr. Kenton came around, though he never admitted it out loud. He'd secretly painted his own shutters a soft gray blue. On warm evenings, Olivia would sit on her porch swing, sipping tea, looking down the street of colors she'd helped inspire. She hadn't just painted fences. She'd painted freedom. And in a world that wanted everything neutral, she chose to live in color and brought everyone else with her.